Hey sunshines, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about astrology, numerology, tarot, and oracle decks. As you can see from the title of this video, we're going to talk about to believe or not to believe. Before we get started, you know I have to remind you of your influence because you are an inspiration. Let's get into this video. Whether you believe in astrology and numerology, tarot decks or not, I think that they are tools that can help you find purpose in your life, help you find meaning to a situation, and give you clarity when you're going through things. I think that they are great tools to help you just kind of uncover what's going on in your life, because sometimes we're ignorant to the things that are happening all around us, and these things help us put things into perspective and opens our eyes to what's going on in this universe, because it's all connected. People, it's all connected. My view is that we believe what we want to believe and we see what we want to see. So whatever is revealed to us through these things, they'll help us in whatever area of life we're struggling in, and they're applicable to whatever you feel like, wherever it resonates. Usually that first thing is usually what it is. Oh my gosh, I'm so cute. Okay, let's stay focused. Woo! I just get shooketh. You like my shirt? This is 3. This is actually gonna mean something in a little bit. So let's just try to get started, okay? Let's try to get started. Last thing that I want to say before we hopped into kind of breaking down these 3 areas and where I am in this journey with this whole thing is sometimes I strongly disagree with some things that astrology or numerology might present to me, or tarot cards as well, and I'll get offended, like big offended. But once I take a step back and I can really analyze the situation and look at it in hindsight, usually once I calm down, things start to connect. And that's what I just want to say. We believe what we want to believe, we see what we want to see, and sometimes it takes us a while to see it, but I feel like these little things plant the seed to spark the rest of the stuff that happens from whatever is going on in our lives. So let's get this conversation started with astrology. I know that some of you may ask me what my sign is, so I'm just gonna put it right here. I am a Scorpio. I know that some people have very strong feelings towards certain signs, and I just want to say this: we are all a mix of certain signs depending on our birth charts, and every sign affects us in some way depending on the time of year it is, depending on the season and what is happening in the universe, like what's in retrograde, what is happening, all that, regardless of your sun sign, because that's usually what most people know what their sun sign is. I'm a sun Scorpio. I don't think it matters as much what sign we are, but the way that we interact with the sign. And 2, there's good and bad sides to every sign, and blah 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 blah, but that's not what I'm here to talk about today. I'm just here to talk about how things are all interconnected, because my moon sign is a Virgo. Yes, I think the 3 biggest things to know about what 3 like triad is, what makes you is your sun sign, your moon sign, and your ascending sign. Your ascending sign is the way that you present yourself to the world. Those are the 3 things that I think is important, and to know how these 3 things interact with what makes you you. Looking at your birth chart is really cool. That's the whole reason why I started. I was watching a Lavender video, and she was talking about astrology and birth charts, and that's what really got me going. So I would highly recommend you check out that video. I will put it in the description box below so you can check it out, because it was very knowledgeable. It helped me. So I'm no expert at these things. I'm just interested. So the most useful most helpful information that I discovered through my astrology birth chart was my north and south nodes. So basically, your north node is your full potential, what you can be if you let go of the habits that are holding you back, which is your comfort zone, which is your south node. So I don't want to get too specific because I don't want to give all my information away, because it's for me. You know, you got to go and do the work for you. But my biggest thing that I realized about my north and south node is that, one, my north node is a fire sign and my south node is an air sign. Please note that Aang in the Avatar had the hardest time learning how to bend fire, because we all know that scene where he burned Katara and then he didn't trust himself to bend fire ever again, and then he had to learn, and like he learned and then he was great at it. I think I'm learning and I'll be great at it. Okay, I had a moment. But the thing is that it was really hard for me to, once I looked at it and I did a little bit more research about the difference. If you really want me to break down my north and south node, I can do that in another video. Just let me know in the comment section, because that's not what this video is about today and I don't want to go off on a tangent, so I'm going to move on to the next point. So the last thing that I want to talk about with astrology is that the Lion Gate just happened prior to me filming this video. I realized that the universe was trying to speak to me. I was having some crazy vivid dreams and my ear was ringing like crazy at night and I just could not sleep. And so at the time I didn't know that this was happening, but thankfully my Instagram people that I'm following are very enlightened. We can say that, right? They're enlightened. They're a little bit more knowledgeable about these things, so they were sharing their information and I was like, oh my gosh, this is what's happening. And so you believe what you want to believe. Some people would say, girl, this ain't real. But for me, I actually do think that the universe was trying to tell me that I am definitely in line with what I'm supposed to be doing right now, and it just kind of solidified that I should not look for a job at this time. So that's just all I'm gonna say there. Yes, but astrology can help you kind of uncover. I think that the birth chart is really helpful at helping you find purpose for your life if you're really struggling. And I think that if you really want to know, look at your north node, your north node, and it will help you align, because that helped me so much. At the beginning of quarantine, I was lost. I was like, what the heck am I gonna be doing? This world is changing, and what is that going to do for my reality? So yeah, moving on to numerology. I will say this, I do believe that numbers and signs are always all around us. It's just that we have to choose to pay attention to them and to know the meaning of what they are and to take it and receive it. But I honestly was never aware of it before. I remember that I did a numerology like quiz on something that I saw on Instagram, and I like filled it out and I was like, this is complete baloney. I was like, this is not even gonna, I was like, what am I doing? But I was following my intuition. I was allowing myself to be drawn to what I wanted to do. So I completed this quiz, and boy, when I tell you, I like odd numbers. I love odd numbers. Please don't ever put the volume on 4, because I will say, can you put it to 3 or 5? Like that's just me. So when I got my results back, all the numbers were odd except for one, and the one that wasn't odd was my mom's favorite number. Say what you want to say, but I think that's important. Like I think that was something connecting, because honestly that number is the only number that I kind of, if I did have to choose an even one, I'd probably pick that one. Don't hit me with no 22, and that's shade at my sister, so don't hit me with 22. But 3 is I don't know if I would say it's my favorite. I have a few favorite numbers, but 3 really resonates with me because my favorite shape is a triangle, which is funny because my water sign, I'm a water sign, and the symbol is a triangle like that. So yeah, and I don't know, I've always really loved triangles, and I'm weird. I'm like 3 angles, 3 sides, 3 corners, you know, geometry. Oh my gosh, if I can find my yearbook, my high school senior yearbook, I will insert, it's super cringy, I will insert my senior quote. It had to do with angles. It had to do with shapes. I remember. If I can find it, I will insert it right here. Oh my gosh, please nobody laugh at me, please don't come at me, please don't make a meme out of me, please. But yes, I do think that numbers and signs are really, like, they can be really helpful, especially if you know the meaning of them are. My student ID number when I was in college was, it had a consecutive three twos. It was consecutive, they were back to back, and I didn't think much of it while I was in school, but looking back during this time in hindsight, I was like, okay, yeah, I was where I was supposed to be, when I was supposed to be there. Everything happens for a reason, and that was just a part of the journey that I was on. And then yesterday, by the time you're seeing this will definitely already been passed, but I was having a really bad day, and I was just like, it wasn't even that bad, I was just my hormones was going crazy, and I was just like, I really don't want to do this anymore. I'm not feeling very inspired, not feeling very motivated. And I saw 4 consecutive 4s, so 4 3 times, and I was just like, yo, my guardian angel is looking out for me. She's protecting me. She's telling me, Bria, this is not, you good fam, I got you. So if you choose to see the signs, you can. If you don't, you don't. But like I said, don't come at me, because I'm believing that this is my truth, my reality. And so yeah. Okay, so last thing I want to talk about is tarot and oracle decks. This was something that I was definitely drawn to on Pinterest. It was just coming up, and I was like saving it, and I was like, what the crap, like this is like, I was like, I don't even know what this is. So yeah, I'm definitely drawn to it, don't know why, but I did just buy my first oracle deck, and I'm pretty excited about it. So yeah, the reason why I got an oracle deck is because it's a little bit more free-spirited and not the classic, you know, cups and wands and swords, the, you know, classic, what is it, 78? The classic 78 cards. But again, I think that this can be a tool to help you put into perspective the situation that you're going through. So my experience with tarot cards is, I am still pretty new to this whole tarot thing, and I am just following my gut because I'm drawn to it, and I know that I allowed myself to be drawn by my gut, my intuition, and my past self. So if I feel compelled to do it, I'm gonna do it, and that's why I bought that oracle deck. What, a YouTuber that I really like, Nagad of Earth, I'm pretty sure. Yes, Nagad. So I will link her channel in the description, but she has really helped me with my whole spiritual journey, and she does tarot readings, and I'm feeling like I need to get a tarot reading from her, but I'm not ready to accept it. So one of these days, I think she will be doing a reading for me, but for now, my gut is just telling me not right now. So that's all. Like, it will happen, but my gut's just telling me not right now, not right in a second. And my gut was telling me, you're going to get an oracle deck, and I was just like, I don't know. And it was like, you're gonna get one, and I was like, okay. And then one night I was up, I found the one that I wanted, and it was like, okay, buy it. And I was like, now? My gut was like, yeah, buy it. And I was like, ah! Okay, you didn't need to have that whole inner monologue with me. But back to my experience. So I do have an app on my phone. I'll put it here. I think it's called Luminous Spirit app. Again, this is an app that Nagad recommended, and I got it, and I actually enjoy it. So basically, it goes by the moon cycle, and depending on which phase the moon is in, it will allow you to do a reading for that period of time. I don't do it religiously, should that even be the word to describe it? I don't do it consistently. I only do it when I'm compelled to do it. But I really like one that they give you a brief summary of what each card means, and then from there you can kind of just look at the card and see what emotions come up for you, and you can kind of break it apart for you, you know? So you're the only one who can speak to your situation, and you're the only one who can really put things into perspective because you know you best. And I really like that. Like I said, I don't do it every time. I find myself doing it every other phase. But yes, I only do it when I feel compelled to do it, and it's usually late at night when I can't sleep and I'm just like, I'm gonna hop on this app. So yes, these are 3 tools that I think you can use to help you kind of just uncover. I always say that, uncover, because that's my thing. Uncover and discover who you are. If you're not listening to my podcast, we just had a guest on, the infamous Kiddo, and we had a great conversation just about all things chakras and a little bit about manifestation and a little bit about all of these things. Don't at me, because we recorded and then we talked afterwards, so I'm not sure what is on the recording or not, because the time I'm filming this I haven't edited that yet, but I'm sure bits from here can be applied to the episode that we recorded. And if you want to dive a little bit more into that conversation, or you're interested in just beginning that part of your journey and about finding yourself and feeding your artistry, you can use the link in the description box to go check out my podcast. It's the Dewless Bloom podcast, and that's just where we uncover and discover who we are through sharing tools and stories. And that's kind of what I came on my on this YouTube channel to do, to also share some tools and just a little bit of my story and my journey. But enough with the shameless plug. I would like to say thank you for watching, and I hope that this brightened your day, because you definitely brightened mine. I'm super excited to have you guys for another video, and I hope that you found some of the information in this video helpful. Feel free to put in the comments what really resonated with you, or put down what, oh yeah, cool. So let me know what sign you are in the description box, and maybe we could chat about it. I don't know, like, do you guys hate me because I'm a Scorpio? If, do you? So yeah, we could chat about it. And yeah, so I'm just looking forward to see you in the next video. See you next time. Bye. So, we're gonna move on to the last point before we get. Why am I like this? I just get so excited I don't know what to do with my hands.
Go ahead, why you be down? She don't doubt a man, cause he ain't lock it down. Hey, do you think of me when I'm not around?
Where's my notes?
Jaw hit the ground when you walk around. Looking like, look like art. Look like art. Look like art. Look like art. Look like art.